Hello, my sweet crafty friends. It's Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. Today is day 16 of our 25-day Christmas tag challenge. Today we are going to make a fun piece that the inspiration was a piece on my mantle. The first thing I did was take my cardboard and paint a border around it in black. Then I sanded it down because I wanted that corrugated look. Now I didn't peel it, it's just with the sanding tool, the way that it came off. Then I went around with a white with some brown paint that I had spritzed with some water as well to kind of water it down, just to kind of stain those lines. I dried it with the heat tool, and then I went back around it with my sanding tool a slight bit because I wanted it to have that tone look. So it was, I didn't take all the brown off, but I took some of it off. Now I have this sweet hymnal page that I Mod Podged on there. It says, "Blessed be the name." I just thought it was perfect for the season. Hit it with the heat tool after I applied the Mod Podge just to get a lot of that moisture out. And then I used my iron on high setting with no steam with a piece of parchment paper. Now I took these little pieces that I cut out and I painted them with a cashew Waverly. And now I'm using my Dixie Belle chalk paint. I have cobblestone and pine cone, and we're also going to reuse that cashew. But you guys, I'm using this layering technique with my little sponge. So I just put down some cobblestone, dried it with my heat tool, put down some pine cone, dried it with the heat tool, went back with that cobblestone, of course dried it with the heat tool again, then I went back over it with some cashew. So I'm just getting like this very layered look. I'm trying to achieve an old vintage crock stoneware, and I think it's going to turn out amazing. I really wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but I really liked it. I'll tell you, when I was doing this, it had a flashback to the 80s of sponge painting my bathroom. My cabinets were blue, by the way. Anyway, it was layered, spongy like this. I guess that's why I had that flashback. Anyway, so just continued on and on and on until I achieved the look that I wanted. And once I got it, I then took my gator tool and went around all the edges, and then I went right across the front of that little pot, and look at how amazing it looks. Now I took a couple extra pieces of cardboard, painted it with that cashew, and stamped a door hem in separate pieces. I put a little sprig in there. On the corner, what I just did was take two pieces of cardboard, glued them together to glue on that one corner because the greenery was not allowing it to sit level, and so I just wanted to level it out so that it would sit better. Now we're just going to glue those little pieces of a door hem. I did rough the edges up and put a little bit of wax on them, but now we're just going to apply some wax to give it that really awesome vintage look, you guys, just like it's been handled for many, many, many years. Passed down from generation to generation, and just look at how amazing that looks. Now I did use that wonderful red bow with that ribbon that I've been getting at Hobby Lobby that I absolutely love. I added some wax to the edge of the hymnal as well, and then sanded it with my gator tool just to make it all blend. Now I'm just applying some rusty bells to our little tree. And it just reminds me of all of that popular crockery that we're seeing now. Thanks for watching, friends. I hope you enjoyed it and that you're inspired. Please give it a little sprinkle if you enjoyed it. Love y'all.